Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. It has been some time since we've been to the Hollow. I believe the next chapter should be out. Yeah, I think we get a full recap. N- Yeah, let's do a full recap. The funeral of Pearline Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Afraid! So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing. You'll eat those words. I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. A single deer remained behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it gasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as another creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. Oh, Delta, my hero! You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly, it's gone. Oh my god, what do we do? Stella, keep an eye on him for us. Make sure he doesn't get in any more trouble. Welcome home. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a trouble omen, a sign of suffering to come. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. God, I should have just done episode 4 at this point. I gotta go back to all. Okay. Oh, good. He's still there. He's still here. But listen, you better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask, and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps toward the door. Sunset. We can fix you some of Sybil's new blend. Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. And if you feel like talking, I'll be all ears. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Was her name Keisha? I forgot her name. Why is she grayed out? She's what? She's grayed out again. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now. Anyways, I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of the hill. That's odd. Is that not odd? Why is she... What? I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. That's really... This is weird. This is really weird. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. Kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. My dad says our house is haunted. But she's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. This is getting odd. I remember she was sick at the end of episode 4 or during episode 4. But I don't... Why would she be all blank now? There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest like a deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives toward you, but not before the light of your phone illuminates the thing. Elsa, are you alright? Wait, Becca and Alexa are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. The three of you manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. There are 2 of them now. What happened to your glass house? Asshole squatter, move in. Kick Dustin Mom out. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the 2 of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Delta, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in all that. I'll be praying for those poor kids. I can't imagine how scared they must be. Morning. Is the new blend ready today? Of course. Delta, if you like to keep Miles today, our company, Tabitha and I will just be in a minute. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Delta, aren't you? My name's Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. And with that, breakfast is served. He's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority has been elected to. He's been elected to. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike this man. Seems like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, when you say. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're in Delta? Everything's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. If you'd ever like to discuss your beliefs, my door is always open. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to a studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, staring out at their creator. And yet she's supposed to be. I'm really confused. She can be a little intense, but kind of overprotective. If I guess it makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Blank anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on her chair. Next is Dr. Kelly's eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week. Well, Delta is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Grace is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I'm sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. He stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try to fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. I'm going for it. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. Ah, there you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. A smell hits you. That now familiar, wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are. But you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Delta. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester. You fall toward the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. Be seeing you. I'm so sorry. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room, falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. You open your eyes. It's a new day. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Yeah, but she texts us. This is an important part of the story, right? She texts us about Stella not getting back to her and not having contact with her. You check your messages and nothing. There's nothing from Stella. Big Betty wasn't just a pumpkin, Deputy Franklin, sir. She was gonna be a prize winner. Raising her was the last thing me and my daddy did together. She's important to our family. The Scarlet Hollow police are spread pretty thin at the moment, young man. Any property disputes will have to wait, if indeed there is a dispute to be had. Are you sure it wasn't some animal that took your vegetable? Sir, if you know Mr. Tremaine thinks that land belongs to him, he probably thought Big Betty was his to take. He ain't coming to his door, so for all I know, he might be all the way to the state fair by now, without a pumpkin. Ain't there something you can do about it? I'm so glad you came. I've never met anyone else who could hear them. You have no idea how long I thought I must have had some kind of insanity. I thought at one point that it must have been the Lord himself talking me through them. But they never had anything very insightful to say, so I disavowed of that pretty early on. There must have been some particularly nasty rats in the church lately. She's had some things that have led me to believe that she might be able to understand them. A wall of bodies, picket signs, and megaphones in hand forms a human barricade around the entrance to the Scarlet Mines. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core. Like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. Now on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All of these mean death, misery, and difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever's brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may, at the very least, be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind a flimsy drywall? His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet moving without prompting. And you stumble down the hallway toward the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. You wake up in Reese's room, watch a movie, and then enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional world, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Oh, that was Wayne, not Reese. Leave us alone. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our whole shot. You hand Dr. Kelly the tranquilizer dart. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them into her gun, leveling the barrel at their son. Delta, I thought we were in this together. You sit on the log beside Stella. Delta, how did you... I just wanted to offer a suggestion for how to spend your time tomorrow. Tabitha will be busy out at the mines. Take advantage of that. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her around to stop you. Explore the estate. You might find something interesting, if you know where to look. So, are you coming in? You drift off together, limbs entwined, exhausted and safe, and comforted. Tomorrow may bring some new horror, or it might not, but whatever happens, you will face it together. It's time to continue your journey. Wake up. You wake up to the sound of bird song, and to the welcome aroma of breakfast sizzling down the hall of Stella's intimately cozy cottage. The soft cotton oversheet you're wrapped in still smells like her. The gentle morning sun shines in through her bedroom window, speckling the sheets with dazzling spots of light, warming the spot where Stella lay beside you all night. You feel like you've had a good night's sleep for the first time in days, and you know you have her to thank. Join her in the kitchen. Well, if it isn't Stella's little overnight guest. So happy that she finally seems to be adding a third member to our little pack of two. Though, I hope you know you'll need to make space for little old me in that bed if you intend to spend any more of your evenings here. We come as a pair, she and I. Delta, hope I wasn't too noisy in here. I wanted you to be able to get some more sleep. I know it's early. Still, it can't be too bad to wake up with someone making pancakes for you, even if it is at the crack of dawn. How do you sleep? Aren't I the host here? Isn't that what I'm supposed to ask you? But I slept great. Of course I did. Thanks again for everything you did yesterday. You have no idea how light I feel right now. Give her a morning kiss. You take a step forward, leaning in close. You can feel Stella's smile broaden as you plant a gentle kiss on her cheek. Oh, Delta. You can do better than that. Before you can pull away, she takes your face in her flower-dusted hands, pressing her soft lips to yours. She smirks as she turns back to the fan. It was nice to wake up here knowing your face would be the first thing I'd see. Can't believe you made me pancakes. You're amazing. Thanks for making breakfast. I feel like I barely ate yesterday. I'm starved. You really didn't have to go through all this trouble. I can't believe you made pancakes. You're amazing. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I wanted to make sure today started out special. You've really been there for me this week, Delta. Making you food is the least I can do. And that's the last one. Let's have ourselves a breakfast feast. Stella motions with the pancake-laden plate towards the table. You take a seat. I take a bite. You take a multi-layered bite of Stella's pancakes. They're incredible. A perfectly crispy crust with a light and fluffy interior, still steaming from the heat of the pan, with a generous pour of maple syrup adding a flavorous sweetness. A rich, buttery aftertaste lingers on your palate. The state of these, made with love by someone who cares about you, is a perfect way to start your day. So what's... Okay. So, should we talk about Reese? Wayne stopped by while you were in the shower last night. Wayne said Tabitha wouldn't be around today. I think we should bust into the Forbidden Wing today. So what's the plan for today? What if we just take a chill one? No goals, no mysteries, just hang out before I leave in a few days. Hey, there's nothing stopping us from just... I'm so excited to spend the day with you. It's so glad to have you back. I really missed you yesterday. Say nothing and dig in. Let's explore first. Should we talk about Reese? Stella seemed to choke slightly on her bite of food. Oh, I don't know what there is to talk about. I guess I'm just sorry I wasn't there to stop all that from happening. But it's too late to fix it now. Stella quietly stares down at her pancakes. I don't know how to approach this. Why did I choose this? It's better than letting him kill someone. I bought us time to figure out the best course of action. God, that's so robot brain. And so is the bottom one. He's not the kid you grew up with anymore, Stella. He's something else now. It's so robot brain. It's better than letting him kill someone. Stella continues to stare at her pancakes, but her shoulders loosen. A forced smile plastered on her face. Oh well, no point in talking about it. We have a lot on our plate today. So many mysteries to solve. Well, I for one am glad you locked him away, where he belongs. I hope we never see that deranged boy again. I told you, didn't I? I told you he was a monster. Wayne stopped by while you were in the shower last night. Whoa, that's scary. This is my house. I live here. What did he say? What did he want? He said Tabitha wouldn't be around today. What a coincidence. I was going to suggest snooping around the estate. And unless Wayne is lying, which maybe he is, it sounds like today is the perfect opportunity to snoop. How can we be sure Tabitha won't be there? I know Tabitha. She'll be at work. Plus, isn't there a strike going on or something? No way is she going to be relaxing at home today. We'll have the place to ourselves. I trust Wayne. He hasn't led me astray yet. I don't trust Wayne, but I trust him on this. As soon as Tabitha told me the forbidden wing was forbidden, I've needed to see it. Hell yeah, let's snoop. Yes, Tabitha will keep no more secrets from me. I hate it up at the estate. Do we really have to go? You want to do mystery stuff today? But we could chill. We could just chill. We could just chill. Alternate plan. We sit around here all day watching TV and not sticking our noses in spooky problems. No. As soon as Tabitha said something about that forbidden wing, I need to check it out. Right? You can't just name something in the forbidden wing and expect people not want to explore it. She's practically asking us to sneak in. Alright, pancakes have been eaten and I am fueled up for today's activities. Let's head out. Stella stands up, Gretchen hopping down from her chair to stand at Stella's side. Man, my throat is dry. And the two of them lead you to the door and out into the cheerly morning air. The walk through town is quiet. It's early, and though you can smell the dinner, the diner cooking up breakfast for hungry miners and brewing coffee for cops to sip while ignoring the horrors playing Scarlet Hollow, Main Street is deserted. You and Stella feel like the only people in the world watching the sunrise over the abandoned library. I think that is all we will have time for this episode of Scarlet Hollow. If you did enjoy the recap, mostly the recap, and having breakfast with Stella again, I mean, why wouldn't you like that? Anyway, if you didn't like the video, comment what you want to see more of on the channel, and subscribe if you're new or returning. It'll show me a ton of support and help me keep doing what I'm doing. And with that, I hope to see you all in the next video. Delta out.